Welcome back to Sports Cards with Joe.
And Doug.
And Doug, it seems like all we do nowadays is come back in the studio to tell all of our viewers prices have dropped again.
Another grading company has lowered their prices, which is all good.
It's very good for submitters. So today we come to you with news about BGS. For the first time in a very long time, we're able to offer you BGS grading under $25 a card in quantity, and for subgrades for under $35 a card in quantity. So our new pricing with BGS is going to, this is the cheapest for the economy service, which is about 30 to 60 days, rough business days. This is going to start at $25 a card for the single grade service and $35 a card with subgrades. And if you're doing 20 plus, you can get them as low as 23 and 33. Now, we're going to focus on that the most because that's where we'll see the most. Doug, tell our viewers what you love about BGS.
We'll see the most with subgrades, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. I think what I love, and I have sent some cards off here recently to Beckett for grading, because to me it is the iconic slab that has been around for a long time, and it has the most as far as history. They're, to me, the premium grading company, or they have been the premium grading company for a long time. I like Beckett. They grade all autographs. You send in a card that's autoed, they're going to grade the auto. They're going to add subgrades to it, which is just a big deal. Getting the corners and the surface edges and centering all identified on the card for you is probably the biggest attraction I have to Beckett, getting those subgrades.
Yeah, and they are the outlier in the industry now. That they're the one that still does that, and it's still a big focus. And I know the majority of our BGS submissions that come in do want the subgrades, and I think it's not just us. I've spoken with people there, and that's still the bigger percentage that they receive is with subgrades. And so we've also been able to reduce the other services they offer. Standard service, which is about 20 to 30 business days. We can do that for $48 a card with subs, $40 without subs, and you can drop down to as low as 45 and 37 in quantity for 20 plus. And now let's move up to the ones who are eager, in a rush to get them back. The express service, which is only 10 to 15 business days. We can now offer that cheaper than you can get it direct. All of these we're actually offering cheaper than their posted prices, than their standard pricing. Express at $95 a card with subgrades, or $70 without for 10 to 15 days. And premium, for those who just can't wait, 2 to 7 business days. It's $200 on their site. You can get them through us for $185, and that's with subs, and $140 without subs. So a whole lot of numbers there. That's why we have the website, and
absolutely,
they can go to GotBaseballCards.com and see all that pricing.
So some of our limitations, let's just say, with PSA, has to do with the value of the card.
Correct.
You have to send the card in at the appropriate level according to the value of the card. I can tell you that Beckett does not have that criteria. You can send any card, any value card, at any of their levels. To them, it's about the turnaround time. You pay extra money to get it back sooner.
Right, yeah. You can send a 52 mantle. You can send on the economy service if that's what you want to do. You can send Jordan rookies on the economy service for $25 or $23 in quantity. So that is a big difference. Jordan rookie's probably going to cost you $600 at PSA, at least, $600-700, whatever, depending on the value. So big difference there. Other thing, of course, like you said, they do grade all the autographs. With PSA, if you want the autograph graded, you pay for dual service. With SGC, they grade if it gets a 10 grade on the auto. So little differences. BGS has been around for about 20 or 21 years now, because we started with them back around 01 or 02, I think, when they launched the grading service. And so, as you said, Doug, a lot of people think of them as the premium slab. They have the thickest slab among the four leading companies. Very respected in the industry. More trend, more modern collectors grade with them than vintage. They're not as strong. We're trying to be real transparent. They're not as strong on the vintage market right now. We're seeing, I guess, more and more go with either PSA or SGC. So the other thing our viewers were going to ask, let's compare apples to apples now. They've all been dropping prices. So, BGS is now as low as 23. PSA and SGC, we've got PSA, SGC, and BGS all out here on display. The good news is you can grade with all these companies for under 25. You can grade with these two companies for 20 or less now. This is as low as 23. So your turnaround time with SGC is still the quickest.
About a month total, maybe 3 weeks total from the time you drop them off until the time they come back.
Yeah.
Super fast.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot. Yeah, basically they're in and out of their hands. You get them to us, we get them to SGC. They're in and out of their warehouse in like 5 or 6 days. So then we get them back, then get them back to you. So yeah, we're averaging I think about 3 weeks right now total. PSA, of course, we're looking the slowest on that cheapest level. Bulk service, they're quoting us 120, I believe it is right now, 120 days. So you're talking around 4 months. So
120 calendar days as opposed to business days that Beckett. It's just we have everything laid out on the website.
Right.
A lot of numbers and days being thrown around, but I can tell you also that our PSAs that we've been sending out at the July special bulk have been coming back sooner than what they quoted.
Right. They've been beating the estimate.
And our values are coming back right when they quoted. They started coming out a little earlier, but right now they're hitting their marks at about 90 days, I believe, is the value service level.
So on the cheapest service, just to summarize, SGC right now is the quickest. BGS, from what they're quoting, will be the second fastest. PSA will be the slowest on the cheapest services available for the under $25, and in these cases, 20 or less in quantity, and depending on the quantity you're doing. The open rate on these is 22, 25 here, as low as 19 on both of these in quantity. So the other great thing we offer, a lot of people in the industry, they offer PSA, or they offer SGC, or they offer BGS. We also offer CSG as well. But for all of these, their price points are so similar now. To hit those quantity discounts, you can hit that 20 card discount if you want to mix and match. If you say, well, I've got a few I really want done at BGS, a few I want at PSA, a few I want at SGC, send them all in one batch. The only difference is for each shipment back to you, it's free shipping on 10 or more. So as long as we're shipping 10 at a time back to you, we have some customers say, well, hold my PSA till my SGC come back, or vice versa, and we do them all in one shipment to save you.
Whoops.
So our Clearly Authentic is clearly falling today. So
it's ready to be sold.
That's right. So again, we just wanted to share this breaking news. It seems like every other day we're sharing more updates, but a lot of stuff is going on in the industry. We're going to be sharing more industry news this week, more kind of big picture news of some things going on in the industry. But we wanted to update you as soon as we could about this price drop with BGS. So those who love BGS, those who love the subgrades, we're happy to say cheapest we've been able to offer since what, March of last year?
Maybe even before then, but yeah, definitely for the last year and a half or so.
Yeah, so lots of things going on in the graded card world. So now is the time. We don't know how long, I don't know if things are going to get cheaper. I don't foresee things getting much cheaper for a while, because this has been, we saw about a 20 to 25% drop from some of these companies in the last week. That's very significant. So
guess what, Joe? The pricing that we've already been showing is starting to get rewards, because we've got more cards in Saturday and Monday since we made the announcement last week.
Yeah.
We're getting in lots of cards, so you need to get your cards in now. I can't imagine that there's going to be too much more of a price drop from any of these companies moving forward.
Yeah, and as we film this, it's a male holiday, so we've already had wagers about how many shipments are arriving tomorrow, because it's going to be a truckload. They may need to send 2 truckloads. Post office may.
Several buckets.
So, which is fine, because we're here to help you with them. And so, just remember, summarize to finish off, whichever grading company you like, whichever grading company you love, PSA, BGS, SGC, CSG. We can help you with all of them. We can help you with PSA DNA as well. So go to our website, GotBaseballCards.com, pick your company, fill out the forms, get them sent off. We provide free pre-screening. We don't charge you anything for that. We provide free shipping back to you on any order as long as it's 10 cards. So we handle all the heavy lifting, as we say in here, all the logistics that nobody likes to handle and figuring things out. So we do all that for you, and we do look forward to assisting you. And if you're a new customer, if you're a repeat customer, get those cards out to us, and you'll get some slabs back from us. And let's not forget consignments.
Absolutely. Be happy to help you move your cards, sell your cards if that's what your desire is. I know some people, like me, I keep a lot of my slabs. I like my cards. I still like my cards. I don't have to sell them all, just one or two here or there.
Yeah. And one final note on the BGS pricing, I did forget to mention, they when you get cards, the autograph grade, it is $2 a card for the autograph grade. So that is on top of the normal.
A lot of people use Beckett when their cards are booklets or oversized cards, because Beckett will grade the oversized cards. And
Correct.
they do have a slight upcharge for the oversized cards as well. But I wouldn't hesitate to consider them for grading your regular sized cards as well. Those are good numbers from Beckett.
Yeah. So we appreciate everybody tuning in. If you like the video, if you like the information we're sharing, please like the video. Please share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. And again, we will have more insider news coming on the industry this week. Just got back from the industry summit. Lots of things going on there. So look forward to sharing that with you. So again, thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody has a great week, and we will see you next time. Signing off for Joe
And Doug.